Congratulations to the Nigerian Senate. They have rejected President Tinubu's request to attack Niger. Take your time and listen to them. How they carefully analyze some ways and ask the Nigerian president, and who also double as the chairman of ECOWAS, that they and other members of ECOWAS should engage themselves in political and diplomatic ways to solve the problem in Niger and not militarily. Congratulations to the Nigerian Senate. These are the kind of people we want. People who are not happy when people are killed. People who are ready to support the unity in Africa. Listen to them.
The first order of the day is the consideration of the request of Mr. President and CNC for the support in the implementation of the resolutions of Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, on the political situation in the Niger Republic. Mr. President, with your permission, I wish to move that the President would not only report back, but would actually confirm and read out the resolutions of this Senate with respect to this first order of the day, so that the Senate will be able to take a final decision on this based on the report by Mr. President. Mr. President, I so move.
Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise to second the motion moved by Leader of the Senate. I so second, Mr. President.
Distinguished colleagues, a motion has been moved and seconded by the Minority Leader that the Senate do empower the President of the Senate to communicate the decisions taken in the closed session on this first item of executive communication in respect of this Niger crisis. Those who are in support that the President of the Senate should proceed to report on the resolutions of this hallowed chamber in his closed session say aye, and those who are against say nay. The ayes have it. The Senate, in a closed session, deliberated on issues bordering on the workings of the Senate in particular and the National Assembly in general. And the Senate went further to deliberate on the executive communications sent to us by Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief, in respect of the Niger situation. So at the closed session, the Senate considered the contents of the executive communication from Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who also doubles as the chairman of ECOWAS, on his request for support in the implementation of the resolutions of ECOWAS on the political situation in Niger Republic, and resolved as follows. 1. The Senate condemns in totality the military coup that took place recently in the Republic of Niger. 2. The Senate commends President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and other heads of states and governments of ECOWAS for their prompt response and the positions taken on the unfortunate development in Niger Republic. 3. The Senate recognizes the fact that President Tinubu, by virtue of his correspondence, had not asked for approval of the Parliament or approval of this Senate to go to war, has been erroneously suggested in some quarters. Rather, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief had expressed, and I quote, a wish to respectfully solicit the support of the National Assembly in the successful implementation of the ECOWAS resolutions as outlined in the said communications. The leadership of the Senate is mandated to further engage with the President and Commander-in-Chief on behalf of the entire Senate on how best to resolve the issues I'll take that again. The Senate calls on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as Chairman of ECOWAS to further encourage other leaders of the ECOWAS to strengthen the political and diplomatic options and other means with a view to resolving the political impasse in the Niger Republic. The Senate pledges the total support of the Senate and by extension the National Assembly to the ECOWAS leadership under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in resolving the political situation in Niger and returning the country to democratic governance in the nearest future. The leadership of the Senate is mandated to further engage with the President and Commander-in-Chief on behalf of the Senate and the National Assembly on how best to resolve the issues in view of the hitherto existing cordial relationship between Nigerians and Nigerians. Finally, the Senate calls on the ECOWAS Parliament to rise to the occasion by equally condemning this coup and also positing solutions to resolve this impasse as soon as possible. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the closed session? Yes. Those who are in support say aye. Aye. Those who are against say nay. The ayes have it.